All right, good morning. I hope this works and doesn't sound too bad. I just went to the supermarket, had to get something for my wife and I, and I forgot my DJI Pocket 3. And I wanted to use this opportunity to kind of re-emphasize that it is putting in the reps isn't as difficult as some people might think. You don't need a perfect camera. You don't need all of the gear. I'm now recording with my Samsung Fold 5, so an old generation phone. We are already at Samsung Fold 7. So I'm two generations behind. I'm recording with my Bluetooth headset in the pro video mode. I hope everything works out. I probably will starting from now um, add some audio changes in Adobe Premiere, but you don't need to do that. I just want to kind of emphasize, underline that you can vlog with your phone and with the gear that you have available. For me, it is all about putting in the reps and improving upon the skills that you can utilize not only for YouTube, but also utilize for your daily life and work. Because let's be real, talking to the camera, being in this somewhat presentation mode will benefit you in your work life, but also benefit you in social life. You will have a much easier time to talk. But more importantly, and this is what I have been kind of talking about in the last few episodes, it is also great for your mental health, at least for me. Being able to just talk to a camera and I kind of always say it like offloading whatever is going on in your brain onto a video file to kind of free up your brain, your mind to have a refreshed and reset brain and mindset to kind of tackle everything that is going on your day-to-day basis is so beneficial for your mental health. And you might think, oh, I don't have anything to talk about, or I will just deal with it in my mind. But I noticed every time I push record, just like now, I honestly didn't have anything to talk about, but I got so much into the habit that once I start talking to the camera, suddenly I notice, oh, okay, this is stuff that I want to talk about, and it just flows out of my mouth into the video file. And I notice, oh, after I push stop, I feel so much better because it doesn't necessarily have to be something that is bothering you, but just kind of getting thoughts of your brain into a video file is so helpful to kind of start the day with an empty reset mind. But because let's be real, we always, if we are in work mode, we somewhat go to bed with a lot of things in our brain. We think about stuff. So potentially it's also great to do this at night because you lay there in bed and you think about stuff and you cannot fall asleep. If you then put it into a video file and offload it, basically, you can sleep much better. But it's also the other way around. When you wake up, suddenly you think, okay, I have to do this, and you have so much going on in your brain that it is so difficult to kind of see, okay, where do I start? And by just pushing record and talking to a video file, you kind of ensure that, your brain is basically empty when you start the day. And then, as I said, some people say, oh, I've just do that all in my head. But I also notice and have noticed, and this is something why practices like therapy are so good. When you go to therapy the first time, you kind of think, oh, the therapist didn't say anything. He or she just asked me a question. I was talking the whole time. And that's basically what you need to do. You talk because once you kind of verbalize the thoughts in your head in a way that you try to communicate it so that a different person can understand it, you get a completely different perspective on what's going on in your brain. When you just kind of try to figure it out in your brain without kind of verbalizing it, it's a very convoluted train of thought. But once you try to communicate it in a way that a different person understands it, and you make the effort to kind of verbalize it in a understandable way, suddenly you get a different perspective on it. And that's the same thing with these kind of vlogs. Once you push record and once you get into the habit of talking into a camera and verbalizing what's going on in your brain, you offload it and you start with either a new perspective on whatever has been going on in your brain, or you offload it and then you start refreshed. And this now, what I'm doing now, talking to a phone, utilizing the equipment, the gear that I have, is an example for you, hopefully, to just start a YouTube channel and start this journaling, vlogging process to hopefully kind of get a tool that helps you, hopefully in the long run, to either benefit your mental health, utilize the people or YouTube as an accountability buddy to do that, and potentially maybe you build up a YouTube channel in the long run that, is bringing you a lot of joy. And again, this is hopefully a good example that you can utilize your phone to vlog. All right, this was my short little example and vlog about vlogging and getting things off your chest quickly with your phone. Maybe check out, I've been talking about getting away from your phone in this video up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. Don't forget to like and hype this video and potentially subscribe to this channel by clicking the button up here. That helps a lot, and then we'll see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.